And welcome to the Daily Dish. We are on number 17 of 17 of ways to find prospects. Thank you for joining us for this series. This series is on our Facebook group, so you can go back and watch all these videos again. Or if you missed one, they're all posted on here. Just go in and you can find them and learn of the 17 places to find prospects. Also, these are right out of Prospecting 103, The Art of Prospecting. So when you go in and take the training course, you'll find these in here in greater detail than what I'm going through here. Number 17 is to call the immediate area around new listings or around sold houses, but this one we're talking about new listings. And let me tell you something, this is powerful. So you see a house listed in an area, maybe an area you're farming, which is even better because these people now have a knowledge of you. But anywhere. And look, it's a day where you're like, hey, you know what? I only have 20 people to call today. I need more people. And say I'm going to take an extra hour or 2 hours. Go into the MLS, find a house that was just listed right in the area where you were, pull it out, and then call the immediate area around the new listings. Remember, sellers tend to choose another broker to list with because they want the agent to be loyal to them first. What does that mean? It means, okay, if RE/MAX has a house for sale in the neighborhood, you're not going to list with that same RE/MAX agent because you feel like, well, they don't care whether they sell that house first or my house first. I want somebody that's just going to be all about selling my house. That's the way consumers think. You got to get inside the consumer's head. That's how they think, and that's how we're going to work on this. So you're going to call them and say, hey, did you hear a house just listed in your neighborhood? Tell them that we expect it to be a busy buyer's market. We expect to have a lot of people through there, and we're looking for anybody in the area that also may be looking to sell their house. And, you know, do they know anyone? And, of course, the answer you're hoping for is, well, we've actually been thinking about it for the last 6 months, but weren't really sure. At that point, you go right into, why don't we do a free market evaluation? There's, there's no obligation. It's completely free. And let's just see what your house is worth and see whether it makes sense for you to potentially list it. Now you've got a listing appointment. You show up at their house and you do things right. You walk out with another new listing. So if they say, well, I really don't know anybody or whatever else, get more direct with them. Say, hey, well, have you ever thought about selling your home? And you can get an answer. The answer may be no, we're planning on staying here until our kids are out of high school. Okay, well, that's a pipeline lead. Maybe the kids, the youngest is a freshman in high school. Well, guess what? In 3 years, you've got a pipeline listing. Say, hey, well, I'm just going to keep in touch with you. I also would love to come to a free market evaluation just so you have an idea what your house is worth. And, of course, give them the reasons of why they should do that. So, great thing on a day where you're like, well, I'm a little light on leads to call. Call the immediate people around a new listing. And the same thing works for just sold calls. You can do the exact same thing, just talking about how, hey, you know what, we still have more buyers that are interested in buying in your neighborhood. And with that property gone, we can probably get you more for your property than theirs if the houses are the same. I want to thank everybody for joining us for these 17 ways to find prospects. As always, stay in touch with the Daily Dish. We come to you almost every weekday here in our group to give you training tips and tools to teach you how to be a top realtor in your marketplace.